Hi, my name is Craig Case. I'm your instructor for GENS225R, and because this class is online, I wanted to show that you actually have a real live person that is overseeing this class. And the nice thing is too is that most of you that are enrolled for GENS225R are also enrolled in either our Tuesday night or Thursday night class of BIBL 341, the Gospel in Cross-Cultural Perspectives, And then the nice thing about that is that if you have any questions or you just need some clarity about assignments for GENS225R, you can definitely talk to me before class or after class on Tuesday or Thursday nights. I will take just a few minutes perhaps during the Tuesday night or Thursday night class, but I can't spend a lot of time obviously in those classes on Tuesday and Thursday nights addressing issues related to GENS225R. So I really encourage you to contact me if you have any questions or to see me perhaps after class. I want to provide a little bit of a background on myself. I've been teaching at Bethel University for almost 7 years now, and teaching is one of my major passions and one of the great privileges I have in my life, and I really enjoy teaching at Bethel. And I actually grew up in rural Wisconsin, and my family moved to Minnesota when I was in high school, and I graduated from Park Cottage Grove, and then went on to major in English literature and pre-law. And while my time at the U, I thought I was going to go to law school and go on to practice law. God actually called me into the ministry when I was a senior at the U, and after graduating from the U, I then went into full-time pastoral ministry, which I've been doing for 17 years now. And I'm currently on staff as one of the pastors at Maple Grove Covenant Church. But after my time at the U and then going into full-time pastoral ministry, I then went on to Bethel Seminary and earned a Master's of Divinity, and just really enjoyed my time at Bethel Seminary. And I'm also working on another master's degree, and this one is in Christian thought, and only have about 4 classes left. So I'm really excited about that. And one of the things that you're going to learn if you're a Christian ministry major is a documentation style called Chicago Manual style, or also known as Turabian. Although GENS225R will be mostly in APA format, which you've been doing in all your classes up to this point, your final research project, both for GENS225R and BIBL 341, will be in Chicago Manual style / Turabian. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And while they are different styles, there is a lot of commonality, and we'll walk through it together and make sure that you understand Chicago Manual style for that final paper. But every assignment in GENS225R will be in your regular APA format, and just that final research project, which I will help you understand in Chicago Manual style. Just a few details about the class that you need to be aware of. First of all, please take a look at the Moodle page, and we've worked hard as a faculty to really present this Moodle page in a very easy, sequential manner. We really encourage you to read the syllabus, and also to for the corresponding week to go from top to bottom in sequence. If you move ahead and skip down and pick up an assignment or perhaps something that's listed there and you don't follow in sequence, you might become confused. So I really encourage you to move from top to bottom in sequence for the corresponding week, and not to get too far ahead and read about upcoming assignments, because you might become overwhelmed or feel like that you just can't do it. In fact, I just finished a GENS225R cohort this fall, and moving in sequence on the Moodle page really helped that cohort. So I really encourage you to do that. In addition to reading through the Moodle page and moving from top to bottom, I also encourage you to work on your writing. And you might come in this class like a lot of our learners. You might come in this class very intimidated by the writing process. And one of the things that I really enjoy in teaching is helping students overcome their challenges in writing. And with my background in English Lit and also the teaching I do at Bethel University, where I do teach a few classes in Christian ministries. I also teach a handful of classes in general studies that relate to writing and writing in the academic environment. And I really like and really enjoy coming along students and helping them overcome the barriers in writing in the academic process. So you might be intimidated or anxious, but I'm going to work very hard to come alongside you to help you overcome that. What you can do even before our first class is pay attention to your email communication. Pay attention to your text messaging. And when I say that is focus on your verbs. It's a really easy way to overcome a lot of writing problems. Oftentimes, we use in interpersonal communication, we use in our email communication or text messaging what we call be verbs. And a be verb is this. I'll just give you a sentence as an example. The dog was running to the house. Was, in that sentence, is a be verb. We use a lot of them. Was, were, am. Another example would be have. And when you use be verbs alongside another verb, it really hampers your writing. It actually adds extra words. It tends to abbreviate meaning in your sentence. And the clarity and power in a sentence is lost when we use be verbs. And one of the best things you can do is eliminate be verbs. So a way to eliminate a be verb in that example of a sentence is actually to say, instead of the dog was running to the house, is to say the dog ran to the house. So what I'd like you to do is look at your writing and try to eliminate be verbs, because that's one of the things that we're going to focus on in your writing, and really trying to eliminate be verbs to the point where when you hand in an assignment, that on one single page there's only maybe 2 be verbs used, because sometimes we have to use be verbs. But we're going to try to work towards where you only use it 2 or 3 times per page of an essay. Also, the next thing you can work on is your sentence structure. A lot of us, when we write, we use a lot of verbs. We might use 3 or 4 be verbs and verbs in the same sentence, and as a result, the meaning and power in our communication is lost. And what I want you to really work on is a simple formula for writing, and I've been using this in my nearly 7 years of teaching at Bethel University when it comes to writing. And it's simply this: SVO, subject, verb, object. That's the basic foundation. It's the building blocks of a good sentence. And we're going to work on that together. That most of your sentences when you write need to be simply that: subject, verb, object. So the example, that sentence I gave earlier, the subject would be the dog. The verb would be ran. The object would be the house. And if you can keep your sentences to a subject, verb, object, although sometimes you need a sentence that's a little longer or maybe has a couple of verbs, and that's fine. But for the most part, really focus your writing and change your writing where it's subject, verb, object. I'm looking forward to teaching you and being in GENS225R. And we're just going to have a great time over the next 10 weeks. And again, I really enjoy writing. It's one of my passions, it's one of my desires, it's one of the things that God has gifted me to teach. And I really look forward to come alongside you. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. You can reach me at Craig, CRAIG, -CASE, at bethel.edu. Or you can reach me on my mobile number at 651-395-1891. But again, for those who are taking BIBL 341, you can also touch base with me perhaps before or after the Tuesday night or Thursday night class. Before I end this video, I want to introduce you to an important part of our family. Come here, Macy. Come on, come on. This is our Springer Spaniel, Macy. You can see her right here. Macy, look in the camera. And she is a treasured possession in our family. In fact, we are so insane about this dog that my wife and I and our kids every year feature her in our Christmas cards. So with that, hope you had a great Christmas and hope that you have a safe and enjoyable New Year as well. Looking forward to seeing you in 2013. God bless.